What's up, my little frothlings? Today, Jester actually sent me out some discs. Jester Disc Golf, makers of the Love, the Peace Train, and the Dreamweaver. They have a mid, a putter, and a fairway, all kind of flippier. And now they're moving a little more overstable. First thing that they have out are these wild things. It's a new mold, which looks like it was molded in conjunction with Gateway, and it looks very blunt and overstable and slow. Kind of looks like a more aggressive PA3. The numbers that they call it are 330. 2.5. I really like how they do their halves right there. You can see the 2 is transitioning into the 3 like it was on a slot machine or something. But scramble, approach, putt. This is the grippy plastic. I think it was approved in May. That's why that's on there. We also have the Forever plastic, which pretty apt. I think it's another one of Gateway's plastics, but it's the premium version. And then the grippy soft, grippy glow, excuse me. So we'll be throwing and putting with these today, kind of seeing how they are. For putting, it's going to be a little more overstable than I'm used to, so maybe a little bit more high right and give it some pop. They also sent me a prototype driver, which honestly just looks like a ThoughtSpace Omen, which I'm pretty sure is what it is, because when I did my unboxing of these, someone's like, yep, that's the exact profile of the Omen that I have in the Nebula Aura plastic. So still going to be doing some stuff with MVP, but they're also expanding to also be Gateway made. So we're going to throw these for 9 holes today at Owlsden and try to shoot 5 down or better and have some fun. And I think for the main channel, I'm doing every 10,000 subscribers giveaways over there, and I'm probably going to put whichever one is my least favorite one of these wild things in that. It'll probably be the glow, honestly. Maybe not least favorite. This one was just really cool. So 2 off the top, of course, straight away, 276 feet. I think these will actually forehand pretty decent because of how thick they feel, but maybe like AVR X3 style forehand, which is more putter. So not as much like really chop it over and let it fight back, but a little more, it'll drift and then get a slight finish. That being said, we'll throw the glow one first because it feels the best to me. It's a little bit grippier plastic. I'm trying to go just inside of that left tree that's guarding the basket so that I finish maybe a little left of the basket, give myself a 20-footer. Okay, yanked it. That was really bad. Glad we're doing 2 off the top. Yikes. Okay, we'll just do the regular grippy plastic. Maybe it was too grippy for me. Don't take that out of context. Okay, it's too overstable for me, I guess. Brutal. Not dialed in on those first throws, but I'll make a putt. So this one, the second one's maybe slightly farther, but maybe a better line, but it's putting downhill. And I think I'd rather putt uphill with these bad boys. Well, I can't believe I shanked both these shots. It is a little bit like the rim kind of feels like it's dragging my fingers under it, which for a deeper disc makes me yank them over a little more. So I'll have to dial in that release point. I am going to use the grippy glow for my putter because it's a little less concave. Oh, wow. No fade. Okay. Just a little like left, like a little, not a lot of fade from 35 feet, I guess. Par town to get started. This really is reminiscent of like a PA3X, like an overstable PA3. Okay, hole 2. Tough hole here. 375 through this gap. I think I'm gonna have to throw this prototype, even though I'm kind of not really testing this, but there's 2 holes where I should probably throw this on. Everything else we'll throw with the wild thing. It's an interesting mold. A very deep beaded overstable putter is like not a common disc on the market. So for smaller companies to be coming out with these discs, it's cool that maybe they think that there's a space in the market they could fill. But sometimes when smaller companies come out with discs that are not some of the most popular discs, I sometimes feel like it's a slight miss because it's like, well, this is known to work. And a lot of smaller companies, I don't think they're throwing around a ton of cash. So starting on stuff that for sure works and then iterating and having something really innovative come out could work. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a disc maker. I have some thoughts about it. But nose down, lots of Anheuser. Oh, it is very overstable, and that is, I did not, wow. Let's try a wild thing. Forever plastic. Yikes, dude. That's more of one that's, wow, is that an overstable putter? Holy crap. I might give that like a 2 to 2.5 speed. 3 speed might be pushing it. The thing is, I'm not like hating the feel of these discs. There's been some other stuff that I've reviewed before. I actually have a video that I'm not the most excited to release because I did something I never had to do in a review before and stopped playing with the discs I was reviewing because they were very not enjoyable to throw. And I feel very bad about doing that with like smaller companies, but I have to be honest with what I think, and there might be some redeeming stuff about it. I'm trying to structure that review in a way that it's not all negative, but I did not have the best time with those. And I felt like I was throwing well, that I just didn't like how the discs were flying or feeling. And these throws, I feel like I'm throwing bad. So I think I can dial these in a decent bit. And watching that fight on that backhand, the wild thing, I think it actually will forehand more like an approach disc than I gave it credit for. And they both had pretty decent distance. I've never been over here though, I can confidently say that. We'll go one backhand, one forehand here. This doesn't have a name. I keep wanting to call it the Omen because I'm like 73% sure that's what it is. But Jester's gonna give it its own name. We'll try these on a forehand. I think they might actually feel better on my forehand because they're already pretty blocky and deep, and then they add the bead on. But just get it under that canopy. Wow. Whoa, that juiced so far. Dude, these are like, I've never thrown a PA1 before, but I would imagine this is as stable, if not more overstable than that. I bet I can throw like some crazy spikies. Just straight up and down. Okay, that's a little less overstable than I think I thought it was, even just watching that flight there. And I think on that tee shot I tried too hard, and so it came out early instead of just committing to my angle and speed and throwing it smoothly on the angle and speed, which counterintuitively makes overstable stuff fly better instead of trying harder. Got a putt to make though to keep it even. Beefy boys. All right, let's hit some metal on this guy. 215 only. Got 4 chances at it. I think the real one, I'm gonna throw this premium guy. I kind of like this on a forehand, not even gonna lie. Does not feel bad. It's just such a, for me in a backhand, like I don't think I'd ever throw part of this overstable personally. Most overstable I throw is like I like zone kind of, but that's more of an approach disc. It's meant to be a little more crazy. Most overstable I throw is like a envy, and not even the craziest, beefiest envies, but I think it'll be a little glidier than my zone, but pretty overstable. So flat at the edge of this tree and see if I can get it in an ace run. Oh my beef! Okay, I was right about the glidier though, because I felt like that was gonna hit short of the tree, and it was a little over it. Wow. Okay, a little too much wobble there. A little more hyzer on this one. What a beefy disc, holy crap. Okay, this thing got a little juiced, but still definitely within makeable range. Hey Anthony boy, when it's not a very glidey disc, don't aim it at the bottom chain, aim it at the top chain. That way you won't miss it low like a silly boy. Alright, we gotta get a birdie. What am I doing? Honestly, the craziest thing about Colorado disc golf sometimes is how far away from everyone I am and how much weed I can still smell. I'm like, where's it coming from? And then you gotta be like, oh, I had a tailwind on the last hole, so it's gonna be coming from down there. And then you look and it's like 100 yards away. There's people, and you're like, wow, pretty potent. Classic story no one cared about, and I probably shouldn't have told, but whatever. I also think that white one, the non-glow grippy one, might be the most overstable out of all of them. Jeez! Go! Thank goodness I parked it, but holy overstable! What the heck? Look at that! That's a putter! Ew, brother, ew! Some of you guys are gonna love this thing. Okay, that one's the straightest for sure. But I mean, it's still crazy beef. Ow, that was wearing my ear to match audio, and now my ears are ringing like an idiot. Ah, gotta dial that in. Shoot. I'm getting ready for that USCGC qualifier for sure. One down at least. If I birdie the next hole, we're having a good round. Otherwise, we're still having a good round because the next hole is really hard with these discs. I've realized my disc golf stamina. I used to be able to film like 3 videos in a day and be good for all the rounds, like 3 18-hole rounds before the baby. And then after the baby, I was like, man, why am I getting so much more tired? It's like, well, I didn't play disc golf for 3 weeks and I have not built my stamina back up. So even though I'm in good shape right now, my consistency throwing breaks down at a certain point. So I'm hoping to not have that happen for the rest of this video, but I felt it happen the last couple holes. So gotta dial in, focus up, and be the wild thing I know it can be. Okay. We're throwing the proto one, 375. Oh, it's terrible again. Also early. I'm glad there's no one on the next tee pad because I would have killed him. I have a long putt from over there though, so that's kind of fun. All right, pretty good shot if you ask me. If we're playing the next tee pad, and I'm parked it, so that's fun. Got what, like 90 feet? Honestly, it has to be a little bit of a throw because if I step, I feel like I'm gonna hurt myself here. But not terrible. Maybe try like Ezra Robinson style putt. Maybe that's my play from 100 feet. Ramp base. Oh, no ramp. Hello, hello, hole 6, 265. Right down there. Hopefully get another buddy. No, the wild thing's out. Gotta throw that one. Throw the forever plastic. Wobble copter, bro. Still stable. Oh, we'll make that. We'll make that. We'll make that. Woo! Getting tired. Should probably stop, but I'm not gonna. I'm so beefy. Jeez. That's craziness. That's crazy. That's so beefy. Skip in. Dang it. Wild thing. What I will say about this disc is the name is real. Like when I throw it, I'm like, geez, that's a wild thing. And that's the name. Good job. Now it's ace time. There's gonna be one time where I say now it's ace time and I actually ace. Hopefully right now is that time. I feel like I say it too much for the fact that I don't ace that much. We're gonna throw the glow one first. It's probably the glidiest out of all of them. Index finger is just a little tiny boy, so it doesn't get all the way in there. Luckily, I mostly throw backloaded anyways, so it's not that big of a deal. I just gotta make sure it doesn't hook onto it. So a really smooth release. Come on, ace boy, let's go. Oh, park child though. Should be 3 down, that's not bad. Aim a little more right. These things are beef. Just like that. Too low though. Too dumpy. Whew. It's so slow though, it's really more like a 2-speed, I'd say. I would give this thing like 2203 maybe. I have the Cenis coming in from Latitude 64. That video might be up before this. But they sent me the OG one, the new one in the putter and the premium plastic. That might be similar to this, but very different look. But the flight of this is 3303, like a Kratos. This is way more overstable than that. That could do it. Stay up. Oh, shorty, what a baby boy. 3 down. Alrighty, 283. Grip the glow. Wonder how well this glows. Oh, I could see actually a little bit down there. I was gonna do that as a joke, but it kind of actually worked. So, little flex out there. Get a birdie, hopefully. Now just sit. Wow, that thing doesn't go very far. Wow. I have to imagine this is like a PA1. And I'm pretty sure it's also beaded and even more overstable than a PA3. Grip it low. What a catch! This might be the perfect disc for what I think is like the fun shot on this hole, which is 241. I think the play is just a forehand, but it's really fun to try to flex something down this inside gap because you have to like go down a tight tunnel after starting out pretty flexy. I think we're gonna go this white one, which I just saw is a 168. This is lightweight, and it's still like the beefiest one. It's a little puddle tops. This is crazy. These are very interesting. One of these is definitely going in that main channel giveaway. So be on the lookout for that once I hit 50K. And then it'll restart and it'll go to 60K. And I'm hoping to have anywhere between 10 and 50 discs in each of these giveaways, depending on how long you guys take to get me a bunch of subscribers from around that channel. But we might do something for 10K over here as well. Maybe run some merch. But 241, turnover. Let's get a body. That is not bad at all, actually. I think it's mellowed out a little bit throughout the round today because it is a softer plastic. That's the line. Go in. Oh my gosh, please. Oh, dang it. Oh, I really like that line. Long putt to finish with a birdie here. Fun discs. The 9-speed, I prefer it a little flatter, I think, personally, later on in my filming. So my stamina's not quite there, so maybe I've not been throwing these that great. But I prefer the putter to the 9-speed. The putter I don't think I'd ever use, but it's like wacky enough that it's fun, but still like useful. Just, I don't think I would use it. But if you're like a forehand player and you like these putters, it could definitely work. Luckies. Okay, stop aiming right, you ding dong. Not a bad little round with these guys. Super fun. Thanks, Jester, for sending them out. I'll leave everything Jester linked on Infinite down below. Go buy it, please. And yeah, you're the best. Bye. Quick little outro like that, and now I'm rambling. Let's go. That's just how I am, you know? You're like, wait, you're gonna outro really quick like you normally do? And I'm like, no, I'm gonna ramble at you about nothing for like 25 seconds. And you're gonna be like, I should probably click off the video, but what if you said something important? And actually, I'm just probably talking to nobody because I'm sure everybody did click off. Probably half a minute into the video, which is about all I deserve. About all I deserve. I can't even speak. Okay, bye. You thought I was actually saying bye this time? No way, dude. You can't get rid of me that easily. All you gotta do is press that YouTube home button, or even better, that big red X, and go play disc golf. If it's a time that you can. Otherwise, enjoy getting back to slacking off at work. Peace.